Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I'd like to say peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you all, I say Shalom. This is the brother Malaka Allah from the GMS West Palm Beach camp. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. All right, so allegedly news came out earlier today that this basketball superstar is now out for the season, even though his injury or his the reason why he's out for the season has nothing to do with an on the court injury, right? So as you see on the screen, it says Spurs Victor Wembanyama out for the season with the BC, right? Now this player is an international player that came from France, so I'm not too sure about the whole C-19 and how the mandates were over there at that time, because in Babylon, certain states had more leeway than other states, right? Especially living in South Florida. South Florida had a lot more freedoms, or Florida in general had a lot more freedoms when it came to the C-19 and during that whole scamdemic era than another state, let's say like California or New York. All right, because I had a friend that lives in New York, and he said he couldn't get into restaurants, he couldn't get into bars, he couldn't get into places without showing his card, the proof that he took the jab. All right, so I don't know how France was, but so I started looking it up, and I seen this lady's website. This allegedly is a lady that she lived in Detroit but moved to Paris, France. So now she's saying, as of March 14, 2022, she was saying how the pass was no longer needed anywhere except for the exception of public transportation and medical facilities. Right? So she's saying how her children no longer needed to wear the mask in schools and things like that. But they said, she said right here, she said, I find this a little tricky because status in schools is confidential. The pass was not required for schools, so we had to rely on the honesty of parents. Right, so I can't say 100% for sure if Buddy took it or not, but more than likely he did, because when you're on the world stage, right, when you're in the world and you have the potential or the ability to become a superstar, right, you're not going to give that all up just because you didn't want to take a jab, right? Especially when you see billions of people around the world taking it, right? So there's a chance he took it. I can't say for sure if he took it or not. So, but let me go to Mark 8 and chapter. If he did take it, this is his judgment. But let me go to a judgment either way, Salakia. Mark 8, starting at verse 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me, right? Because following Yahweh Bahasham Shai is about sacrifices. It's about going through hardships. Taking the straight gate, right? Giving up luxuries and conveniences, right, for the sake of righteousness, man. Right? If you had a job during the scamdemic and they required you to take the jab, you got to give that job up, man. There's no point in going off, because taking the jab is going off. There's no point in going off to save your captivity, man. To postpone or to make it a more convenient captivity, man. Captivity is not supposed to be easy, man. So when you go into the curses, scripture says, he's going to make basically heaven brass and our feet iron, I believe. Let me just double check that real quick. Meaning that there's going to be no place of rest, man. Salakia. Deuteronomy 20 and 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. Right. Meaning it's going to be, like they say in the world, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. Right? But let me go back to Mark chapter 8. Mark 8 and 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it, right? And a lot of people that took the jab, they took it to save their life, man. And the same people that took the jab to save their life, a lot of them have lost their life because they try to save their life, man. Allegedly try to save their life because, you know, they put the illusion out there that it was needed because to save your life and to save people out, to save the people around you, man. Every time Esau, Edom, and the wicked tell you that, you know, this is for your safety, it's really to strip away your freedom, all right? That's the code word they use, all right? But a lot of people have been suddenly deleted for trying to save their life, man, all right? Mark 8:36, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul, right? And in the case of Wemby, if he did take the jab, you know, what profit was him if he gained superstardom on the world stage, if he gained access internationally to and had anything he wanted? He literally gained the whole world, right? When you're an athlete, especially a world caliber athlete, the world is in your palms, man. All right, and somebody like Wemby is internationally known. The world was in his palms, or is in his palms, you know. So in order to get that, if he took the jab in order to maintain that or keep that, now he's suffering for it, man. All right, and I wanted to see this picture that I downloaded. Salakia. Of course, now it's gone. Salakia. Might see some folly in here. Oh, there it goes. All right. So this picture I downloaded is from the FDA. It says FDA surveillance, safety surveillance of the C-19 and the possible outcomes of taking the jab. Right. So this picture was downloaded in December 7th, 2020. Right. So let's go back to Wemby. And it says Victor Wembanyama's injury from CBS Sports. What is deep vein thrombosis? NBA star has blood clot, right? So basically, this is a list of the possible outcomes pursuant to the FDA themselves. And when you go onto the second column, or the second row in the middle column, venous thromboembolism, right? They knew this, right? They knew that this is a possible outcome, right? And they still mandated people to take it. They still forced children to take it, man. And also, I knew a woman that took it from my plantation. She's not there anymore. But one day she came into work, and I don't remember Naslakia. I don't remember if she came into work or she was telling us why she was off for a week. But she was saying how half her face was paralyzed, man. All right. Of course, she smoked cigarettes too, but that only multiplies the effect of taking like something like this, man. I forgot what it was called, but basically half her face, she couldn't move half her face for a week. But when she came in, you could still see the residual effects. Like it was hard for her to smile and stuff like that. But nonetheless, this is what happened, man. What does it say in the book of Sirach? The book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? How can you trust the wicked, man? Right? You can't trust the wicked. Just like you can't trust a PDF file with children, right? You can't trust a sodomite with you can't trust being alone with a sodomite, right? There's certain things you cannot trust, no matter what they say or how they come pleading to you, man. Like it says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been to get altogether wiped away. Right? You trust your enemy, and you're going to get bit by the serpent. Like it says in verse 13, I'm gonna jump down to verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with them in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. All right. Esau, Edom, and the wicked. Your enemies are not satisfied with your blood, man. They want it all. They want it all. All right. It's like these people that join the military. People that join the military are the first ones, are the first guinea pigs of the U.S. government. Before Esau tries some shit among the U.S. population, he tests it out on military members first, right? This just like jabs. Military members are required to get jabs, right? All right, I remember this one harlot, this one porn star. She said, "I have respect for women on OnlyFans because at least they're selling their body for themselves. But I have more respect for women on OnlyFans that sell their body for money. But people in the military, they sell their body to the government, man. And that's exactly what they did, man. They sold, really, you sold your soul. When you sell your body, you're really selling your soul. You're doing something that you really didn't want to do. And for what? For access, for fame, for shekels, to keep your job, right? To keep playing basketball, as if he took it, man. All right? But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I want to say peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until next time, I want to say shalom and abba.